There for number 7, they're asking for a volume of 3.25 molar sulfuric acid. How many millis are needed to completely neutralize 30 mils of 0.75 molar sodium hydroxide? Okay, so we know we're dealing with, we should know by now we're dealing with our neutralization formula, and that's basically going to be, I'll put it up again. We did this a couple problems ago. MAVA equals MBB. All right. Now, and again, keywords, neutralize, right? They're looking for a volume here. You have 2 molarities and 1 volume. So yeah, that completely fits. We'll go ahead and start with, okay, we have sulfuric acid, sodium hydroxide. Okay, we don't have the formulas here. They're not going to be that nice. They're probably going to make you figure it out. So we have H2SO4. Whoa, not 8, SO4. And then we have sodium hydroxide. Okay, so again, this is not a 1-to-1 ratio. For every 2 hydrogens that are dropped from a sulfuric acid, we're getting 1 on the base side of the OH. Okay, so that's not a 1-to-1 match. We need to account for it in our math. We can certainly do that. Now, what do we have for the acid? We're actually trying to determine the volume, right? So we just know the concentration. And then I'll just put VA here. And then there's only 1 hydroxide for every sodium hydroxide molecule. Easy enough. Molarity 0.75. That's almost double. Nearly, yeah, of what we have in concentration for the acid. Just noting that. And then we have a volume of 30. Okay. Now, our result, just keep in mind our result will be in millis. Watch for what they're asking for specifically. The answer might say, give it to me in liters. I don't specify. I typically give it in what they ask, right? If they're giving me a volume of base in milliliters, I'm going to give the answer of acid in millis as well. So let's fire up the calculator here and figure out, I'm multiplying out the left-hand side. We have 0.65 times VA. And then we have our 0.75 times 30. That's going to give us a total of 22.5. And again, this is a volume as a result. We need to divide both sides by 0.65. What are we looking at here? We're looking at 34.6. And actually it's 34.61538, but I'll just leave it, what, 3 sig figs here? Would that make sense? Yeah, totally makes sense. So it will take 34.6 milliliters of our acid, which is sulfuric acid, to neutralize the sodium hydroxide given a particular volume and molarity. Thank you.